everyone, this is Anjum uh, with a new quick and easy recipe from my kitchen to yours. Today we are going to do a steam roast, a pot roast chicken. Roast chicken is a real favorite in many of our homes, especially during the holiday season. So I'm going to show you a little spicier, zestier version of roast, and easier because you will not use the oven, it's going to be in the pan. In order to give you clear instructions and make it easy for you, we are going to start with the second portion first. I have marinated one chicken, and the other one I can do while we are cooking this. Now my recipe that I am going to post, there has been a request for the ingredients. I am going to post the recipe on my blog. It's going to be for 1 2-pound chicken, a big chicken. I got two. This is a pound and a little over a pound and maybe 2 ounces of chicken. So I got 2 chickens and I have divided the ingredients in half. So this is the marinated chicken. We're going to marinate this other chicken later. Let's start cooking this, and while this is cooking, we'll continue with this. So this is, like I said, it's a pot roast. It's a easy recipe for all of you to follow. We're just going to. This is a make sure you use a non-stick pan, and up to you the size and the shape is yours to choose. If you have noticed, I have not added any oil. Those of you who like it a little oilier can add oil to it, but I haven't, because I have already. I'll show you how there is already a little oil or shortening there. There is some grease there, but and I'm going to just put it on low and cover it. And meanwhile, we are going to do our potatoes. This is about a tablespoon of oil, a little bit of butter, some black pepper, and a few pieces of a little bit of kosher salt. Try to use kosher salt for your cooking. It really has taste. We're just going to put these potatoes. These are small mini baby potatoes that I got. Wash them well. Wash them, scrub them well. Wash them with a little salt. Make sure they're clean, and then use them with the skin. Now we're going to just cook these in a little bit of butter and oil, and then we're going to transfer them to our chicken. And I do feel that there's a little need for some oil here. As you can see, we all experiment, we all while cooking learn. When the first time I did this recipe, I didn't need. The first time I did when I was trying out, and now second time I felt I need, but as you can see, there is already oil coming out of the chicken, but I just added a little bit. There you go. We're going to do this, and we're just going to leave it here and let it cook. I'm going to cover it, and I am going to get back to while the potatoes are being done, we're going to get back to our ingredients. These are the spices. This, my friends, is a chicken. This is like a Cornish hen, a very small mini chicken. As you can see, I'm going to put some slits. This is in order for it to marinate well, for the spices to penetrate and give taste to the chicken. Smaller chickens do cook better. They are tastier, easier to cook, faster to cook, and more taste. Only you get less meat, more bone, less meat, but taste. Up to you. If you want, if you're going to use a big chicken, then you use the full amount of spice. I measured my spices, I have them, and then I am going to do this chicken for you. Now this is the chicken. This is yogurt. I'm sorry, just give me a second. This is yogurt. This is half a cup of yogurt, but strained. I put 1 cup of yogurt in the strainer, and I kept half here and the other half is on the chicken. Meanwhile, this is 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. We're just going to apply the lemon juice to our chicken. We're going to just apply it using my hands, but then I'm going to go and wash my hands, because we always need to be very careful when we are handling chicken meat. All meat, but especially chicken meat. And then we get back to our marination. This is the yogurt. With the yogurt, salt, a teaspoon of salt, ginger garlic paste, 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. This is chili. I put about half a teaspoon of red chili powder. If you don't like chili powder, you can use paprika. You can totally omit. This is coriander, 1 teaspoon of half teaspoon. I'm sorry, it was 1 teaspoon, but we are using half. And this is half a teaspoon of cumin, white cumin, roasted cumin powder. This is a 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala, the allspice, the South Asian allspice as we call it, garam masala. And this is a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper powder. These are our spices, and this will come later. We are just going to mix this and we apply this. But let's check our potatoes. Let's check our potatoes. While the potatoes are, we just need to roast them, and then we are going to, let's look at the chicken. Look how the chicken is. Now this is dry because I actually strain the yogurt. If you do not strain the yogurt, there's a lot of water that's coming out, and then your chicken will either break or overcook, and you will have lots of water to dry. But see, because there is no water in the yogurt, it's just pure yogurt, it's going to cook. And this chicken is going to take about 20 minutes, maximum 30 minutes to cook. If you are using a bigger chicken, then it takes about 45 to 50 minutes or even an hour. Okay. We're going to, actually what we want to do to our potatoes is to put it in there and cook them and get the flavor from the chicken, the juices from the chicken. So we're not really cooking them. We just wanted to roast them a little bit, and I'm going to just put them in the pan. And we're going to let it cook. I'm going to let you know how long it cooked for. We just leave it like that. We'll turn it in the middle once. But let's marinate our chicken now. We're going to, and when you put your lemon juice, you make sure that you leave it on for about 10 minutes. The lemon juice is the first marinade. This is the second portion, and the third portion is going to be this little bowl you see out here. This bowl, my friends, is a tablespoon of ghee, which is clarified butter, or you can buy clarified butter in a South Asian store. These days it's available even in the supermarket. It's called ghee, G-H-E-E. It's sold everywhere. You can buy that in a can, a bottle, or you can just make your own with unsalted butter, something that I still need to demonstrate, and we shall do that soon. Meanwhile, you can also substitute this with unsalted butter. But this is ghee, 1 tablespoon of ghee. We have now put this marinade. I'm just going to leave it for a few seconds, few minutes before we continue with this. Now, this is ghee with some paprika. I put about a quarter teaspoon of paprika sprinkled. This is going to give color to our chicken, our roast. So we're just going to microwave this for a few seconds, make this and add this to. I do try my best to explain everything as clearly as I can. My recipes are also always a race against time, my friends. So please feel free to ask any questions. I am going to start posting the recipes on my blog because that always helps. it's not easy to watch and follow. I do understand. Meanwhile, this is an effort to make especially my younger viewers, my children, comfortable in the kitchen. Like I said, that if you miss out an ingredient, if there is less of it, there is too much of it, of course it's up to you if you want to increase the ingredient, but nothing really goes wrong. You still get your food right, a different taste, but it will always be good to eat. As you can see, this is melted, and we have I'm trying my best to keep my hands clear of touching anything in the kitchen because I did marinate the chicken. This is what is going to give color and a little more flavor to your. We're going to we just drizzle this all over, and this is the marinade. Now the one thing that we have missed out on this chicken, my friends, is the fact that before I put it in the pan, I do tie the legs to make sure that it cooks evenly and doesn't break. I forgot to do it with the chicken before I put it in, and there you go again, I forget to. But nothing will go wrong. The chicken will still cook well. Maybe we'll have it in 2 pieces by the time it's done, but to make it nice and clean and look neat on the table, you would want to do this. Now this marinade is best if you leave it overnight. Otherwise a couple of hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. If you don't have time to leave it for that long, even an hour is enough. But the longer you leave it, the better it will taste. I'll get back to you and we'll check on that and let you know how. My friends, as you can see, the chicken is ready. Before I dish that out, let me show you what I did with my rice. I had plain boiled rice like I showed you in the last video. I just put some garlic, a little bit of garlic, some butter, some parsley, salt and black pepper, and we have our garlic fried rice for our food tonight. And the chicken, like I said, I did not use the string to tie, so instead of one we have 2 pieces of chicken here, but doesn't matter, we are going to slice it before we eat. So there you go. I am already going to quarter the chicken. There's another piece, and there's another piece, and these are our potatoes. We're going to dish out the potatoes. The 7 pieces of potatoes that we added. You can use more, you can use less, you can just omit the potatoes if you don't want. Now we have our little gravy, if you call it that. And just like I used some of it for my, I used some of the other oil in that pan for one kind of rice. I'm going to heat a little more rice in that. You can manage that, but let me just show you the serving of the chicken. We're just going to put some ginger, a little bit of chili, hot chili for those of you who like that, some mint, and some cucumber. There you go, and a little salad. And this is how you serve the chicken. Please enjoy and let me know how you liked it. Optional, a little bit of oregano in the marinade will give extra flavor, but again this is optional. If you like, you try, otherwise you can just use it the way I first marinated. And this is our roast chicken, steam roast for tonight. I hope you will try it and let me know how it came out. Thank you and see you again.